Hey, good morning. We're waking up here at the whale camp at Laguna Ojos Libre, south of Guerrero Negro, and the sun is just coming up. I thought I would give everyone a little early morning tour of whale camp. The water, that is the lagoon. Only about 800 whales left in the lagoon right now. At the peak earlier in the season there were over 2,000. A little bit more about Sherry. Sherry runs Whale Magic Tours. If you've ever wanted to see the gray whales in Baja, you should totally check out whalemagictours.com, and she's on Facebook. Just search it. Those are some of the palapas that you camp in. We got an empty one here, so we'll go check out this empty palapa so you can get a good look at it. You get a pretty good amount of space in here. We've got our tent inside ours. You get a light and you get an outlet. Electricity's not working in ours, but hey, it's whale camp. Who needs electricity, right? This is where Alex and I have been bunking for the last 2 nights. Our Helinox chairs, we love those. And our new MSR Mother Hubba NX tent. We're going to talk about that tent later in the trip. We're going to take a walk over to the restaurant that's here and show you the dock where you get on the boat to go on your whale tour. Also, there's no power out here. You're miles and miles from town, so this restaurant is actually completely off-grid. It's solar power, propane stoves, no hookups to utilities at all the way out here. Water has to be trucked in. Everything is done on site. It's pretty cool. There's their solar grid. Really nice patio seating. They serve a lot of seafood here, and it's all caught locally, so you're getting like the freshest seafood you would experience in your life, probably. And here we have a gray whale skeleton. One thing to note about this skeleton is it doesn't have the tail on it. So this skeleton actually looks smaller than it would if it was live, because the tail would add about another 2 meters to the length of the whale. And let's take a walk down to the dock, see where you get on the boat for your whale tour. Probably the only thing more of than Canadians in Baja is pelicans. Lots of Canadians in Baja too. Now, they did build a new dock this year. It was an improvement they did. It used to be a 100% floating dock off the shore. We're gonna walk all the way out here. I'm gonna show you what the panga boats look like that you take your whale tour on. These are the panga boats. We'll get a closer look. These are incredibly sturdy boats, though. They're very stable, also. So, no worries about tipping over or anything like that. They're stable enough that when you're out on a whale tour and everybody's like rushing over to one side of the boat to try and, get as close to the whale as possible, you never feel like it's in imminent danger of tipping over. So very excellent little craft for these whale tours.
And I'll tell you a secret. If you'll do me the same, just remember my markings and remember my name. And if Thursday is ending, make Friday the start, and find your beginning. someone else's heart. Come slowly to see what we're looking at, and the view it is me. Beyond the call of the laundromat, and the view is for free. They're grudges to people that you barely can know. Can't you give them a second chance, just so they won't go? I need you to think that I'm better, even though I am not. To make this past a reminder of all the things we'd forgot. It's better than it ever can be. It's better than it ever can be. It's better now you're here with me. It's better than it ever can be. So much that I've said, so little.
Buenos dias, amigos.
How you doing, Alex?
Good.
All right, so we've been in Baja for 2 full days, and it's our 3rd morning in Baja. So, how do you like it so far?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Just what are your favorite things so far?
Well, 3 favorite things are, one is probably digging for fossils yesterday. Like just digging for teeth and whale bones.
And finding some shark teeth was pretty cool. And I just like fossils, to dig them up, just right on the surface.
Number 2 is being in San Felipe. It was nice and calm after the drive-in, and the food was good. Number 3 is doing the whale watching. We didn't get to pet the whales, but we got pretty close.
Did you meet any cool people on the trip so far?
Yeah, we met Coco and Sherry.
Who's crazier, Coco or Sherry?
Coco. His Spanglish is pretty good.
Yeah, his Spanglish. Yeah. Did you get to meet anybody else so far? You got to meet Charlotte.
You'd have probably got to meet Charlotte's husband Rudiger as well, but he was crawling around on a table at La Vaquita. Because, man, those retirees can party.
Where are we headed today, buddy?
Today we are headed to the beach house we rented for a couple days.
What are we hoping to see at the beach house?
Whale sharks.
Yes, and we're hoping the water is warm so we can go swimming with the whale sharks. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Buenos dias.
So it's Meredith's turn in front of the camera.
Hello.
You got anything you want to tell everybody back home?
You have to come down here. This place is amazing. This whole peninsula is just the people, the food, the whales. There's no better place. It's fantastic.
How are you sleeping here at Whale Camp?
Very well.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Is it the waves and the wind?
Mostly the wind, because you can't hear the waves over the wind.
Where have you been sleeping the last 2 nights, honey?
In Sherry's guest tent.
The guest tent?
Yes.
So you don't have to listen to me and Alex snore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, Alex doesn't snore. You do.
And the people are truly amazing down here.
They really are. I love this place.
We're here at the whale camp at, I'm going to let you say the name of the lagoon.
Laguna Ojo de Liebre.
And we're going to talk to Sherry Bondi, who runs Whale Magic Tours. She's been living down here in Baja for many, many years. And she's going to answer 5 questions for us. Question 1. When did you first come to Baja and where are you from?
I was born in Canada. Most of my adult life I was living in Tofino, British Columbia, and I was born in Ontario. And I came to the lagoon in 1988 just to see it. I was a whale researcher in Tofino and Vancouver Island before that, and friends said, "Oh, you got to see this lagoon, it's amazing." So I was on my way by, coming from somewhere else. I said, "Oh, I'll just stop in and see it." And I stopped in here in 1988, drove out this godforsaken dirt road, came to the edge of the lagoon, and I could not believe my eyes. There were literally hundreds of whale spouts everywhere, right in front of me. I just blown away. I couldn't believe it. That was 1988, and I was going to stay 10 minutes. I stayed 3 weeks and did a lot of great research and got pregnant here. And I wasn't supposed to be able to have children, so that was kind of a miracle.
Awesome.
So that first visit was a very memorable one.
And how long have you been doing whale tours now?
Well, I started in 1988
Yeah?
here in Ojo de Liebre. 1984, I started the first whale watching company in Tofino, British Columbia.
What is the most memorable thing you've ever seen a whale do on one of your tours?
Wow. There's so many memorable things have happened in 35 years. The most memorable whale that I have met personally is a whale called La Puchona. And she wasn't a very nice whale. She was a very pushy whale. Puchona means to push. And she was a very pushy whale. And most of the time she was okay. She would push the boat around and drive the boat around and push it with her nose around. But the most memorable thing that she did was she would roll over on her back, put the panga on her chest, hold it with her pectoral fins, like grab the boat like this, like hugging the boat, and swim upside down really fast with the panga on top of her. So she was a memorable whale. She was, and some days she would be fine, not too bad, and other days she would be in a bad mood. And she would slap the boat with her tail, and she could be kind of scary sometimes. And one time we actually had to beach the panga and wait for 2 hours till she went away. And she patrolled up and down that beach right in front of us, daring us to come out again.
What is one non-touristy thing that's a genuine cultural experience that you would tell people to go do?
There's so many. I would say the one thing everyone should do, there's 2 things actually, they shouldn't miss, is going to a quinceañera, going to a 15th birthday party or a coming of age party of a 15-year-old girl in the villages, in the cities, wherever, anywhere. If you ever have the chance or get invited to go to a quinceañera, a 15th birthday party, go. It is a cultural event. It is amazing. And the other thing are local horse races. Oh, they're fun. My gosh, the betting, you're right there on a quarter-mile track. There's no fencing. You're standing right there. You're leaning out. The horses are galloping by you right close. There's betting. There's beer tents. There's live music. Sometimes there's impromptu cockfights, and just all kinds of things happen. So horse races and a quinceañera, I wouldn't miss those if I had the opportunity.
All right, last question. I know this is going to be a tough one for you. What is your favorite town in Baja other than Asuncion, where you live?
Oh yeah, and Asuncion is by far my favorite, which is why I live there. Gosh, that's a really difficult. There are so many phenomenal towns and villages and cities. I love Ensenada because it's so vibrant. The wine country, the food, the concerts. I mean, it's a Mexican town, a Mexican city that has so much to offer. I love the city because I live in the country and the beach and the small fishing village. I love going to Ensenada. I really like it. The other favorite village is Agua Verde, just south of Laredo, which is where we go on holiday. It's just a tropical, beautiful, magnificent, crystal clear turquoise waters. Agua Verde means green water. And, it's a very beautiful place.
Awesome. How do people find you on the internet and email?
Google Whale Magic Tours. My website is Whale Magic Tours, all one word, lowercase.com. And on Facebook, Whale Magic Tours on Facebook as well. Pretty easy to find.
All right. Thank you, Sherry.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Give us a traditional goodbye.
Hasta luego.
There are a lot of things to see in Baja that can only be described as just plain weird. But
one of the weirdest we can remember encountering is this restaurant in Guerrero Negro called Restaurant Bar Don Gus. And it has to hold the record for the largest collection of Velvet Simpson's paintings on Earth. And I didn't even know that Velvet Simpson's paintings were a thing. I didn't think anybody was doing velvet paintings anymore, but yes, Velvet Simpson paintings are a thing, and if you would like to see a lot of them in one place, go to Restaurant Bar Don Gus in Guerrero Negro. And while you're there, they have this soup that I can best describe as being like a Mexican bouillabaisse made with all kinds of seafood in it. And the best part about it is you get to dine on this amazing seafood soup while a velvet painting of Homer Simpson in devil horns is watching over you. What more could you possibly want?